You don't tell me.
Welcome back, everybody, to the next session of Reditus.
Welcome back.
As of last week, let's give us a recap so we can get into the potential combat. Last week, they approached the center of the dome after being instructed by Sarek to take care of the lightning demon that was there. As they approached, they seen Arak the Blind, who was overseeing whatever this lightning demon was doing to the tree that was somehow bound to Mastos' friend, Jeranik. Arak had offered to talk and a possible trade. The group ignored this and immediately started attacking. Mastos summoned an earth elemental to the group's aid before Darius plunged his pack weapon into Mastos, releasing Reditus onto the battlefield. As the battle continued, the group destroyed 2 blue globes that appeared to be feeding the lightning demon somehow. The demon, seemingly unable to keep doing whatever it was doing, it joined the battle. Arak spoke again to the group, offering to talk about a trade rather than fight, but again the group ignored him and proceeded with their attack. As the battle continued, the group seen Jeranik, heavily wounded and unconscious, being carried by a demon gargoyle coming from the south towards the tree. Darius quickly immobilized the gargoyle, while A.T.L.A.S healed Jeranik from afar. Arak then yelled out, "Kuslar, the time has come! The key is here! Come now!" A giant purple light flashed and engulfed the tree. And we will see what happens next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Atlas forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent keen, the shadows wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADs rise, the night is long, through fate and fire, standing strong. Keys awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty
Take his virginity.
All right, guys, we are back in it. So to catch you up, the last piece of this battle to catch you guys up from where you were, they come to Arak had floated past the golem as it attacked him, and he stopped behind the tree, still about 30 feet up. As he yells this out, this purple flash of light almost completely absorbs the entirety of the tree. Reditus and Jak, can you both roll perception checks, please?
Yes. 12.
12, okay.
7 on the die. Give me a second.
Yep.
I know I have high. Oh, I'm Reditus. I'm not. Let's see his perception. It's loading. It's loading slowly. Oh, okay. So 17?
17. I'm sorry, Jak, what was yours?
12.
12, okay. So Reditus, being a little bit closer, as this purple light, it basically comes out in almost an oval shape as it totally encompasses the tree. This blinding light almost. As you kind of shield yourself, as everybody kind of winces back a little bit, you capture a glimpse. You capture a glimpse of this massive sword almost slicing through the air, creating this purple light. And you get this glimpse of some massive being standing behind with the sword just raised. And as this happens in an instant, you see this entity arrive about 15 feet to the west of the tree. These purple black flames scorch the ground underneath as this entity seems to just come out of the ground as the black fire surrounds it. You see this entity float up, its bottom half seemingly still attached to the ground underneath. You see these purple orbs glowing from its shoulders as its arms start to stretch out, and this black purple smoke starts streaming from behind it as it erupts onto the ground. And as it does so and it turns, these purple orbs immediately slide down to its hands as it starts pointing towards the tree. The turn order is reestablished.
Oh boy.
This happening, Arak flies southwards towards Duranic.
Granic's up now, though, right?
Dashing. Duranic, so A.T.L.A.S had healed Duranic. Some of the wounds had sealed up. He still appears to be unconscious, but you do know that he is alive. Right in front of him, to the north of him, is the gargoyle that is currently rolling around the ground in fits of laughter. So Arak will go there, and he will end his turn right there. The gargoyle.
Sorry, so he's still unconscious?
Duranic, he's not awake. No, he's healthy. He's alive, but he's not awake. So the gargoyle is going to try and free himself of this crazy laughter. The gargoyle slumps both pointed wings into the ground, trying to get up, and then cackles back down and falls back down on the floor. The Fey Demon Warrior, seeing this arrival of this new entity, charges over towards Lapidus and takes out his Demon Blade. 2 swings towards him, trying to take him out of the equation so that he can't reach the tree.
Good luck.
Black smoke just radiating off this 2-handed sword it's wielding. First attack is 15.
Miss.
Second is a 20. With a
You know what? I'm just going to say miss anyways, but you know that's a lie.
shitty damage roll. 5 slashing, 7 necrotic. Yeah. All right. As that demon runs forward, the demon scouts pull their bows back and unleash towards Lapidus. First demon scout to your north. Let me see. Does he have range? 35 feet. Yeah. The one to the far north unleashes 2 arrows towards you. Both 21s. So first, 4 piercing, 2 necrotic. Amazing. And the second is 13 piercing and 5 necrotic. As these arrows come hurtling towards you, you see the one just behind the earth elemental. Sorry, the earth. It will shoot the earth elemental, this one. So it makes the most sense for him. Two shots towards a 20 and a 26. So
Let's hear it.
first hit is 15 piercing, 6 necrotic.
Sorry, pardon?
15 piercing and 6 necrotic. And the second one is 10 piercing and 5 necrotic.
And you see Lapidus shrink.
It's the earth elemental that was hit that time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So a total of 25 piercing and 11 necrotic to the earth elemental.
That's 13.
I'm assuming you were keeping track of his health.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the-
He had 13 health
Oh, okay.
left. I'm just
Alright.
waiting for my Lapidus to come back up. I don't know why it's taking so long to open his... Yeah, let me just refresh roll 20. There we go. Sorry, what was the damage on him?
So a total of 25 piercing and 11 necrotic.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
You see him crumble.
So as it unleashes these two arrows almost simultaneously, just catches almost what would be where the rib cage is of this earth elemental, and these black strands just radiate through the entirety of the body, just breaking through what looks like the veins between the rocks, and just crumbles to dust on the ground. And the
Wait, was that all that damage halved?
Yeah.
He did
You only-
25 damage halved?
he only had 13
Yeah.
health left.
I only had 13 health, so he did 10 damage. And then the necrotic goes fully through.
Oh, I thought you had a resistance to it. You did.
I do. He doesn't.
Earth
He has
elemental.
resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning, but he takes full necrotic. I was taking all half damage from all their
Oh.
attacks.
Who's he then?
The
My
golem.
Earth
The
element.
earth elemental.
Oh, okay.
And to the south, the last ranged demon takes aim at Labadus. As the golem disappears. There's 2 more arrows come flying towards him for a 25 and a 12.
25 minutes.
So 25 for 4 piercings, 2 necrotic.
Would they not attack like the? Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's gone.
What demon is this?
This is the one on the southern rock.
Oh, okay. He wouldn't attack like Darius or Filbert?
You don't know what his motivations are, but no. he
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have been all over this battlefield.
wouldn't. All right, so you got that damage down?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, the Firehound tries to take a bite out of you. For Lapidus, man.
Yep.
But he's where he likes to be, in the heat. So yeah, these it almost dislodges the bottom part of its jaw, opening up its mouth as it just lunges towards the back of your calf. Trying to stop you from running. You laughing at the way I said calf?
Calf.
Yeah, because you said "caw" and I did not think you were going to say "calf." I was like, "Whoa!"
You know, I've been trying to relax a bit more and get my regular accent in, so it's gonna phase in and out. It's just gonna be the way it is. So it rolled an 11.
Nope.
So I'll go ahead and assume that misses.
Yeah. Big misso.
Yeah, as it just sinks its teeth in, and you just flex your calf, and just pop its teeth back out again as it kind of lurches back. That is the fire demon. Dranic is unconscious currently, and Darius, you are up.
I am going to.
So just to kind of, now that you guys are coming into your own turns, this entity that is formed out is about 15 feet to the west of the tree. And you can see as it's holding these purple orbs, which look very much like the shadow hearts that you guys have kind of experienced, but in a lot smaller form. And you see these little flakes of purple and black, almost energy, slowly floating towards the interior of the tree. So yeah, Darius, you're up.
All right, I'm going to move 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then I'm gonna, I'm just gonna aim at Iraq. Take aim with my fancy-looking weapon that's wrapped around my wrist, and I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Eldritch Blast. Go ahead.
Do I add something to that again? I can't remember. My spell attack bonus, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 25.
25
for the
hits.
first one. All right,
Ew.
and my D10. Where my D10? Where my D10? Oh, you're a 12. You're an 8. You're a 10. Let's go. 3 damage. Ooh.
2 damage.
For the second one. Natural 20.
Dang.
Let's go.
Attaboy.
All right. See what
That's
you
15
got,
damage.
Darius.
So it'll be 15 damage that he takes.
All right.
So he's gonna Darius is gonna shoot, like he's gonna aim, fire. The first one's gonna hit, and it's like just gonna be like pff, off of him. So he's gonna really focus, and it'll almost like charge up inside the cannon and then fire off.
Awesome. Yeah, as the first one hits, he kind of like kind of bounces off his right arm as he kind of just still starts to gesture as if he's going to float forwards. And as he starts to move forward, right in the side of his face, you can almost see the purple and black energy still sizzling on the side of his face as he just grimaces.
Yeah, and no, I can't see him from here, so I can't do anything with that. How's Duranic looking?
So he looks really hurt, but you can see that the Atlas's spell has healed a lot of his wounds. So you can see his chest going up and down. You know he's alive. You know he's healed, but he's not conscious.
So, like, does he look like he could use more healing?
He does have a lot of wounds. Yeah, he has lots of wounds.
Shit.
He does not look like he's perfect.
I will. Let me just see here. I got 2 of those left and 1 of those left, so I will do that. Give me 1 second.
Just to refresh you, whenever Atlas did heal, he used Healing Word from quite far away, so I'll give you a rough idea of what type of healing might have been applied.
Are you hinting at something?
No, I'm just saying in regards to like the strength of the heal he received, like you're trying to figure out how hurt he was. So
Okay.
you would know Healing Word not being the most powerful of healing spells.
Okay. I am going to cast Healing Word as well.
Okay.
At level 3.
Ooh.
I'm going to look at Duranic and basically just say, "There's too much left to do. You're not done yet." And then it'll reverberate off of Darius and heal him up some more. And that would be, what is it? 3d4 or 4d4? 1d4 spellcasting modifier. Okay. So 3d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. Okay, stop it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. Wow. He gets a whopping 10 healing. I rolled 2 1s and a 4.
Always
Oh.
10 healing. All right, he'll take it. Awesome. As you say these words, you can kind of see the gash in the side of his head, just pouring down with blood, just start to almost stitch itself together.
And that will be my turn.
All right. All right. So as you guys see this entity holding steady, does not seem to be engaging with anything other than its kind of its head that's kind of shaped almost elf-like, where you've seen that lightning demon, but this is black and dark shadow, kind of head bowed as it's holding these 2 orbs and these flakes just filling in the center of this tree. And that's all he's going to do for his turn. Atlas, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to move over here. How tall is this pillar?
That's about 30 feet.
Okay, so I should be above it then. This one's 40 feet.
40, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I have eyes on Eric, who is also 30 feet up. So that should be okay.
Yes. Yeah, you just see like
Okay.
the top of his body kind of thing.
So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at level 2.
Okay.
No, sorry, I'm not. I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame. It's a cantrip. And I'm going to shout at Filbert to attack that creature that just popped up.
Okay.
What's his? Is he able to make it there with his key points? Like it's full attack. I don't really know.
He
what
could,
he
yes.
would.
He could use.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to command him over there if he's going to spend his whole turn moving and not being able to attack.
Yeah. He actually
So, yeah.
was taken off the board by accident. Had to change him. Let me put him back on.
And isn't Filbert over here? Like, you should be with Mastos, no?
What?
I don't
No,
know.
Mastos ran off to the top on his golem and fell off, and it was a whole thing.
Okay.
Filbert was fighting the that little warrior demon that moved up towards Lapidus. That little
Okay.
guy there.
I see Filbert down here. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yeah.
Okay, so everyone moved away from Filbert, and you
Yeah.
got no attacks of opportunity?
He did. He was dead. You brought him back last round. That's why he only has 5 health.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at Iraq.
Okay.
So she's got to make a dexterity saving throw. I believe.
Oh, I already did that. I'm not going to roll again because that would be cheating. 9.
So just going to take 2d8.
Damn.
Is 7 and 6.
Nice. Good hits. Good hits.
Yep.
6, 13, 26.
Is it 26?
Sorry, 13. Ugh.
Oopsie.
As you execute your spell, and he's kind of lunging forward, you see the bottom of his robes, where his feet kind of protrude at the bottom. There's this mote of light just burns throughout his entire body as he just winces, holding up his arms as all if to try and fan something off, but it's coming from below, and his robes just shredded and burning. He's just screaming, "Ah! Ah! No, not again!" Ah! As he's screaming up as if in distress and complete pain, as the burning doesn't seem to stop and just seems to continuously burn his skin as he can't seem to focus on whatever he was doing. He looks severely hurt.
Right on.
Sorry.
And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Lapidus.
Okay.
Which is 1d4. 4 plus stuff.
Yeah.
4 plus 6, 7. What's my spell casting modifier? I think I know this
Your
by now.
wisdom.
Yeah.
your-
So 8, 10, 11 points of healing to Lapidus.
Nice.
Oh, I feel it trickle inside me.
Can I take it back? And then I can't move my knife hand, right?
Right, yeah, it's bonus action.
Okay. So I'm gonna use the rest of my movement
Mhm.
to move back to where I was. Wait, what am I?
Yeah, because you got 60 feet, you only used like 30, so
Yeah, I
you
didn't use much.
perfect.
How much did I use? Let me just check here real quick. So I used, so I'm good.
All right. Mastos, you know your camera's not on? It's okay if it's not. I'm just making sure you know.
Oh.
You're a
That's just
floating
got-
greens.
Yeah, you're just your background right now.
second converted.
All right, so Atlas back there. Perfect. You guys all see Iraq in just bright flames, just yelling and screaming. Jak, you are up. You actually don't see this because you're behind a rock. Everybody else sees it.
Attaboy, yeah, Jak tucked himself down. Jak is going to get on top of the rock.
Okay.
As he gets up top, he's going to quickly survey all of the bad guys.
Yep.
And he wants to find those who he deems could probably be put down rather quickly. Is there, like the guys that are surrounding Lapidus, do they look like they're in pain?
Roll a perception.
10.
So they both look pretty healthy. The warrior demon, you don't see any any wounds at all. The dog demon, you do see parts of it where like kind of parts of fire and a little bit of blood is trickling out, but you really can't tell how damaged it is. You just know it has received some damage.
Okay. Jak is going to cast a. Well, the first thing he's going to do, I need to move my hunter's mark.
Okay.
So he is going to move his hunter's mark to this thing right here.
Alrighty.
He's going to snap it. He's going to aim at it for a second, and then his crossbow is going to re-extend, and he's going to fire off 2 rounds at it.
All right. Unleash the beast.
So 17 on the die plus 8, 25.
All right.
And then this is a D.
Just hits.
Perfect. That is going to be 6 piercing with an additional 6 piercing, so 9.
12.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the second attack is a 23 to hit, 15 on the die plus 8.
Perfect. Hits.
And that is a 10 piercing plus 4 piercing, 14.
Awesome.
And he's going to quickly pop out his 2 bolts on that thing, and then he's going to kind of hold his hand up for a second, and then he's going to just slide back down the rock.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of quickly use your grapple hook to kind of swing up to the top just as you land and let these out. And before your feet even barely hit the ground, you just slide back down. Barely even noticed.
That will be it for Jak.
All right. You're back down the hill a little bit.
Yep.
All right. Lapidus Derso. You're up.
How is this fire dog demon looking?
That close, you can see a lot of wounds. You can see the fire and blood just dripping out of it. Many places.
And
Wow, Jak is really bad at assessing the situation.
I'm looking at this guy, and he came up to me. How's he looking?
He looks healthy and ready to destroy you. He's about 3.5 feet tall, so it's not very intimidating, but he's ready to destroy you.
Can I kick him? Punt?
You can certainly try.
Maybe next turn. I'm gonna target the demon dog here and go for a attack against him.
Okay.
That is 18.
18 definitely hits.
And sorry, just grabbing my d8s. So that is 12 damage.
12 damage.
First attack.
All right. As you spin around as it's trying to attack into your calf, you take your bone blade and right inside its mouth, you can almost feel the bone blade reaching halfway in its stomach as it starts to retch and try to pull away as your bone blade stays securely inside it.
And I will go for my second attack on it. Oh, nat 20.
Ooh, roll some damage.
Bad. So
You're rolling both these at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually rolling 2. It's funny. I'm rolling 2 20s, and I got a 1 and a 20. So. Whew!
1d4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. If you had a missed, you gotta make sure to use that.
So 8, 12. Yeah. Max damage is 12 damage on that one.
All right. So as it's trying to scammer away, you take your other bone blade and you just slowly stare it in the eyes as you slowly
21.
place. Perfect.
Slowly
Place the other blade inside and just pull them both, separate them both as you just sever this demon in half. The top of it just sliding off to the left and the bottom just slumping on the ground. This fire spews out and spits as it hits you for 4 fire damage. But it is deceased.
feels good taking 2 damage.
All right.
For my 3rd attack, I will turn and attack Mr. 3 feet tall.
All right. He kind of winces a little bit, watching his colleague just get completely cut in half. Kind of backs up a little bit, raises his sword, ready to try and parry any attacks coming towards him. Roll for attack.
That's 22.
22! As he raises his sword, confident in the parry, lifts it up, and you come underneath, right across the sternum for how much damage?
10.
10 damage.
He be hitting.
Caught off guard, you see this slice. He stumbles back a little bit. You see this black ooze start bellowing out of his stomach region. Anything else for you?
No, that's going to be my turn.
All right. You guys see Filbert. He's kind of weak. You see him kind of moving up and down as if heavily breathing, even though he doesn't seem to breathe. And he rushes forwards towards the entity beside the tree.
Get him, Filbert!
5, perfect. As he burns 1 of his key points. Okay. So upon reaching this entity, as per instruction, he starts to unleash with his 3 attacks. First swing with his armored spiky vine for an 18.
It's a 1d4 too.
So strong.
Too many dice clumped up.
Okay, so 21. So he finds his mark as a spiky fist. He aims right for the side of the face of what he believes the faces of this entity for 11 piercing damage.
I'm paying really close attention to this attack as well, if I can. I want to see how it reacts.
Yeah. You're quite... Roll perception, you're pretty far away. We'll see
I
what
will
you can
roll
see.
perception. Good at perceiving. 16 plus 23.
Awesome. So as the first attack on Filbert swings through, you can see it connecting, but there seems to be just a little bit of resistance with this entity, and his fist kind of goes through. So you can see he definitely hit and he did some damage, but it didn't seem to be as impactful as Filbert was hoping. And he swings for his other 2 attacks. 21 and... Whoops. I rolled 3 by mistake. A 9 plus a d4. Oh, so 1 misses.
10.
1 hits. So 11 piercing again. So as these punches are hitting this strange entity, it seems unfazed. It doesn't seem to react to the assaults that's happening from Filbert. It just, its head is still bowed and the energy still floating from these orbs inside the tree. So that's his 3 attacks. He moved there. That would be everything for Filbert. So Arak, screeching in pain as finally these flames of divine energy start to recede down his body. For the first time, you guys see him look completely flustered and thrown off and just moving his head back and forward, almost losing his ability of flight as he shakes back and forwards, trying to assess the situation. He flies. He'll fly here. Then he will turn. And he will raise his hand and you'll see this green ball of energy, Darius, start to grow within his hand as he pushes it out towards you. So 19
Oh,
to hit.
yeah.
Okay.
My armor class is 18. Like,
So as this strange green energy just flies out towards you, you feel this almost burn in your chest as it hits. You take 10 acid damage. You rolled amazing for the damage. And you see this acid it just seems to stick and almost continue to burn through your chest.
yay.
So much fun.
And that will be Arak. The gargoyle in front of you is still flopping around on the ground. Rolls a 5. Try and stop laughing. He does not. You start to see the little patch of urine start to spread now, laughing so hard, losing track of his bowels on the ground.
Poor guy.
The Lapidus, as you kind of like slice through the stomach of this demon warrior, it winces back and tries to grab his stomach. It all of a sudden lunges forward and takes an attack at you with his demon blade yet again. 6 to hit, 12 to hit. Apparently the wound across his stomach just kind of throwing him off. Being a little bit dizzy, misses both of his thrusts and staggers back a little bit. He will stay there though.
Good choice of words there. I was about to say, oh, staggers back?
Stupid flavor.
No flavor.
Flavor of my fist.
Staggers back 2 feet. He doesn't go out of melee range.
Yeah. Staggers back 4.5 feet. So the demons to your north, as you're kind of focusing and concentrating on dodging, heavily wounded yourself, standing ground, dodging this sword attacks, you don't see the 4 arrows come flying at you from behind as the archers let loose.
Let loose these nuts.
15 and a 24.
What, 24, not 14? Yeah, the 24 hits.
Okay, so 5 piercing, 3 necrotic. And then another 2 come from the other one. A 10 and an 18.
The 18 hits.
Okay, so it's 11 piercing and 4 necrotic.
Well, here's the thing. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Because I have a shield on the Mastos, and technically I'm wild shaped, so technically I have it equipped.
No, you're
Does
not
it
wild shaped.
Oh,
Nice try, though.
count as the wild shape?
My barbarian has 20 armor. Let's go.
It would have been 18. It would have been 18. My armor class is 17. You hit.
All right, so yeah, 11 piercing and 4 necrotic.
Shields give you 2 AC.
11 piercing. And how much necrotic? Sorry.
4 necrotic.
Okay.
Lavidos still hanging in.
Yep, I'm still there.
Awesome.
I look hurt.
I
I have some arrows sticking out of me. Let's say that.
You guys see the arrows sticking out of Lavidos. You see the blood gushing out and pouring, but yet he stands with his bone blades, just staring at this demon right in the eye. Seems unflinching. The one demon will start to move forward. He can only make it to the other side of the water. The other one's going to reposition over here. The one to the full south now. Jak, before he jumped down, you could see this guy that you laid these arrows into looks completely obliterated. He staggers forward and he tries to let loose towards Lapidus, as he has no sight on Jak. So 2 arrows. Well, the first one, 22 to hit, so 11 piercing and 1 necrotic.
Ouch.
And then a second arrow comes at you, 14 to hit. Dang. So you just arrow goes in the shoulder, you just lay back down. Just your hulking mammoth form, just fighting through all the pain you feel, just purging through your body. As this thing kind of like goes down on one knee as it's let both its arrows loose and cannot seem to move any further. Okay. Darius, your turn.
Okay. You can tell me if you're going to let me do this. I have an idea on what I want to attempt, but I don't know if I can do it all in one turn. So I want to walk up to the gargoyle.
Okay.
Kneel down and press the immovable rod onto like the spines in his wings that like shape his wings.
Okay, that would be an action.
Okay. So I want to push it down basically as hard as I can into the dirt and then activate it.
Okay, so roll a strength then. Strength check. See how far you can get this down.
Ooh,
Do
not
it
bad,
do
not
it at
bad.
advantage, please, because he's basically incapacitated right now. He's not fighting this action.
Okay, well, the first one was still better. I rolled a 16 and then a 4. So
Okay.
15.
All right, perfect. So you push him down as far as you can, and you click the rod as it's still kind of flustering around, slapping its wings as it's trying to regain its composure.
The goal is to try and like lock it down so it can't get up,
Right,
basically.
gotcha. All right, so that is done. Anything for bonus or more movement?
I will. I will have. I'm just gonna like. I'm gonna hold my hand up and like almost it looks like I create like an arcane reflection of myself, and I just go, "Damn, you're sexy," and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself at level 1.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
I almost want to give you an extra D4 just for that.
You can.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. So I got 7 HP, which is good. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Second guy, sorry. So, who has an eye on this? A.T.L.A.S still kind of watching the interaction between Filbert and this entity, Lapidus. You have a bit of a corner eyeball in this entity as well. You see now the energy and these kind of flakes of energy coming from these orbs, almost double in size and frequency, almost now looking like it's flooding from these spheres into the interior of the tree. And that's all that will do. Oh, at the end of its turn, this kind of purple wave waves out from it as Filbert tries to dodge out of the way and takes a little bit of damage. He manages to dodge the main brunt of the attack. Still takes 3 damage. You guys see Filbert as he dodges out, almost lose himself, and just bring him back up again. You see this green-black fluid dripping out from the spaces within his armor as he holds himself together.
Dang.
So that is his turn. A.T.L.A.S, you are up.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna. I don't know what to do. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Can I? Well, let me just see.
Are you? That's what you're doing? You said, "Let's see." Or you're-
I'm
holding
seeing
it?
what I want to cast Sacred Flame on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it another time on Iraq.
Okay.
And he should have disadvantage this time.
Four.
Yeah.
70 plus 4, 21.
I could tell he was going to roll high.
Yeah. So you let loose the energy, and as you see the moat kind of start to build up in flames, you see Iraq almost notice it, and he pushes his hands down. You see this black smoke almost just cover your energy and just.
Okay. Alrighty. That's cool. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll just cast Healing Word again. Oh wait, no, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. Oh, what do I do? What do I do?
Run away.
Yeah.
Pull a
Yeah.
jack.
I'm gonna move my I'm gonna move my hand. And I'm gonna attack this creature here. That's it.
Okay. Sorry, that was the guy on the rock. Sorry, I looked away for a second.
No, the one that's attacking, the one's beside Lapidus.
That was okay.
That's a 17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Okay. And then I will roll damage. Secret. A 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points. Got it. Roll one more attack for me, just a d20, just to see if you get a crit, because you would have advantage, because Lapidus is on the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, natural 20.
Oh!
He's never suggesting that again.
So what's the total damage taken into account the crit then?
Um,
Was it a d8?
so that'd be 8. So it'd be 12 plus 9. So
Okay, so
math.
it's all good, I
21.
just took off another 8. All right.
No, it'd be
perfect.
another 12.
Oh,
Be 21 total. You did 9, so it'd be an extra 12. Because it's max, right?
yeah. It's a d12 for your.
It's a 1d8 plus 4 for my rocket
Oh,
scalpel.
for the crit, you only do the d8 part.
Oh, okay, then
not the
8.
plus
Then
12.
8. Yeah, you're right.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, this thing as Lapidus laying into it and it's trying to dodge and weave. Just lurches forward as this scalpel just lunges into between its shoulder blades. All right. Anything else for you, Alice?
Yeah, I'm going to use the rest of my movement. That was 30, so 30. I'm actually going to move here. But I'm going to drop down 10 feet. I want to be under this rock. I don't want to be in view of this guy here.
Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of hovering 10 feet below the top of the peak.
Yeah, so 20 feet off the ground.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that'll be it for me.
All right, Mr. Jak Nara, you are up, sir.
After Jack pops back down for a second and kind of regains his composure, he's gonna re-zip up again. Still midair, he's gonna clock the one he hunter's marked last turn.
All right, roll for one attack.
It's 9 plus 8, so 17.
17 hits. Roll that
Excellent.
damage.
Oh, can I yell something to Filbert? No, you.
No. I'm about to
Yeah.
say I just rolled max damage on both die.
So commanding Filbert's not an action, so yeah, you can.
Okay, I just would have yelled him to help Lapidus, like disengage, help Lapidus.
Okay. All right, so what's the damage there, Mr. Jak?
17 piercing damage.
17 piercing damage. So, yeah, after your last attack, you kind of slide down, but you don't go the whole way down. You just hang by the fingertips for a quick second. And then woof, you swing yourself back up. And as you're in midair, you let the arrow fly out. And as you do, this thing turns around watching Atlas fly by as the arrow catches the back of its neck and just takes it right off the top of the rock as it just pummels onto the ground in a bloody mess as it hits the ground.
Yay!
Nice.
Excellent.
That is
Nice.
Not breaking stride. He's in midair. He's going to hit the top of the rock. He's going to somersault out of it. He's going to do a cool superhero landing pose. And he is going to turn his attention to... we'll do this one. He's going to swap his hunter's mark to it with his bonus action.
Okay.
And then he's going to fire off his second shot.
Ooh, okay.
That will be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Hey, baby. And I rolled max damage on the bolt, but not on my plus. So that will be 11. So 15 points of piercing damage. Still pretty good hit.
Nice. This thing just focusing on Lapidus, not even looking up towards you, Jak, and as this arrow just comes in, it sees it at the last second, right in the rib cage, and just winces down, almost dropping his bow.
And
Good
then
solid.
Jack's gonna look at it and wave at it, and that'll be it for his turn.
All
Well,
right.
actually, hold on. Timeout. Quick timeout. I'm going to step back on this rock here, and then that'll be his turn.
You're like, hi.
Better get away from you. You might hurt me later.
All right, Lapidus, you are up, sir. You're muted.
You're also
sorry.
muted.
I knew that. I was talking to myself there. Relax.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah. I'm gonna look at this thing and go for an attack. Ooh, a dirty 20.
Attaboy.
That will hit.
Oh, man, why am I rolling that again?
That's why I don't use those dice.
And that is 7 damage.
7
That
damage.
hit.
Got it.
And the second hit will be 21.
That hits.
That's nice. 12 damage.
All right. Got it. Got it.
And for the third, I don't know what dice to use. These two. Ooh, they rolled the same dice. That's so funny. 18.
18 hits.
They both rolled 11.
Spooky.
Ooh, that's 2. 6.
6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
As the warrior demon lurches forward from the scalpel being plunged through its back, you just take advantage and through its shoulder, and through it, the slice in the stomach you'd already done. You get your blade right in there as it just lurches forward. Looks like it's about to collapse on the ground as intestines start spilling out of it. Holding on to dear life, it starts grabbing and trying to push its intestines back in. It looks almost dead.
Almost.
Almost.
Quite though.
Almost there.
Do you want to use some
Tickle
movement
his
sort of
armpits.
thing?
I do actually.
Okay.
I am actually. Oh, there's wrong tool. Do. Yeah. I will move there.
All right. So as you move away and he's grabbing his intestines, he sees you and tries to lunge. An attack of opportunity. Oh, 22.
Oh.
So 5 slashing, 4 necrotic.
Okay. I'm still not down.
As you start just running past this thing and it just lurches forwards. It's just clipping the back of your leg as you just run past. unfazed as the necrotic energy just spreads up the back of your leg, and you can feel it going into the lower part of your back. But you just surge forwards. As you're running forwards, you can start to feel almost like this, like not sickness, but something is turning your stomach. Something is making you feel like you almost want to vomit. It feels like your insides are almost being turned upside down. The natural order of your body and everything you feel seems to not be right. Everything seems to be turning around and turning around. And it just doesn't feel right. Something's feeling horribly, horribly wrong inside you right now.
Oh, that's not good sounding.
So Filbert.
Fine.
So his instruction was to help Lapidus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Filbert immediately puts a foot in the ground and like a flash. He would, he's going after Lapidus, so he'd see Lapidus run down to the south, so he will follow Lapidus. 30, 35, 40. La 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 la. And he... Oh. Sorry, I'm looking for something specific.
Go ahead.
Damn it. Okay. So he will go there. He's protecting Lapidus, so he will hold an action so that if anything comes within range, he will attack it.
Okay.
All right. Arak. Darius, you get a very good view, and Atlas, you can now see as well. Arak looks. He's, for the first time, you can see this, his chest up and down, heavy breathing. You see this black blood dripping from him, floating down onto the ground as he is barely holding consciousness as he starts to float downwards towards Juranic. So he uses his 30 feet of movement to drop down. And he puts his hands on Juranic's shoulders. And you hear him mumble a few words, and they both disappear.
Fuck.
And reappear up by the tree. As they reappear there, Arak still holding him, heavy breathing. He has Juranic in his hands in front of the tree. And the gargoyle now tries to break free of this freaking stupid laughter. Oh, it rolled outside. I gotta roll again. 18!
It's no longer funny.
The gargoyle looks up and it sees that the rod is stumbled in its spine. And its turn is over. The warrior demon... still trying to push its insides in, holding its sword, starts stumbling over to try and chase down Lapidus. Oops. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
While keeping his intestines in.
As it stumbles over and lunges forward with its demon blade. And as he does so and the sword starts coming down, Filbert throws his fist towards him, letting loose his spiky metallic unarmed strikes. Hitting for 24 and for 10 damage. As you see
How
the
does he do
blade, as you see the blade start to come down, Lapidus, and you're bracing yourself for this final impact coming through. You see this tiny fist just uppercut this demon, and as he does, the spikes on his metallic structure pierces through the front of the demon's face as it rips the front panel of its face completely off, flying backwards
Great
5
heavens.
feet as it remains motionless on the ground. The two demon archers at the top start moving into range. Oh, he doesn't need to move into range. He will, however. He has to get around the tree. So the one on the rock, seeing Filbert destroy the other demon, will take aim and 2 arrows come flying towards Filbert. 11 and a 19. As the 2 arrows come down, I can't use the reaction. Here. So as the 2 arrows come down, the first one Filbert manages to dodge. The second one just catches him in the shoulder, and you see this black energy just dissipate throughout his arm as Filbert collapses to the ground.
Filbert, no.
He just crumples into a pile of metal and green vines. And Lapidus, as you see this happen, you see 2 arrows coming towards you from the northeast. 17 and a 9. 17 hit? You're muted again.
17 hits in matches.
17
Does
hits.
this go to you or me? I go to you?
So he hit. Yeah, he hits you, yeah. Meets it, beats it. So that is 11 piercing, 4 necrotic. So 7
now I
damage, I
shrink.
guess. So it was the last arrow coming in, and you're trying to fight it off, but the black energy just surging through you. You feel your entire body start to flake away. Pieces of your flesh just your muscles decomposing, falling on the ground as you gather yourself and reform yourself into the Mastos that we own.
No and love.
And that is the Demon Scout's turns. So Jeranik, being whisked away, he opens his eyes to see the tree in front of him, immediately spins around and sees before him this strange entity floating out of the ground, putting this energy into the tree. And Arik, just holding him, he tries to push Arik off him.
So he's awake now?
The dimension door woke him up, yes.
Okay. No, I'm just confirming.
Yeah. Mind you, you would be able. Yeah, you would be able to see it from where you are. You kept the
Dimension door, you say?
Where the hell is Uranix? There it is. Strength happens to be pretty good at. Spins around immediately and pushes Arak as Arak stumbles backwards. Right onto the edge. And Jeranik quickly making a run for it towards his allies. All right. He will run towards his allies this direction, 30. Then he will use dash. You guys watch as he runs down. You still see flakes of blood coming out of the back of him as he charges forwards. As he does so, you see all 4 of his arms start to grab the side of the rock, and he climbs his way to the top, just grasping his breath, heaving up and down as he reaches the top of the rock. Darius, you're up. You're muted.
No, he's not.
Oh, wait. Oh, you must have reconnected. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Everybody else can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just unmuted you. If
Okay.
anybody reconnects, I got to unmute.
Okay, so Jeranik got away.
For
Yeah, he's
now.
at the top of the rock right now, behind you.
Okay. All right. If a creature's prone, do they get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Not that it really matters. I'm not like in dire straits or anything. Okay, I am going to tap my boots together. And I am going to dash to here.
The
You
gargoyle
can
will
do your
try to
attack.
take a lash at you.
Yeah.
As he kind of figures out you're the one that's put him in this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
He will reach out with his claws because he didn't really bite here. So 19 to hit.
Yep.
Which would be. Why did that not roll me? Oh, there we go. 9
Was that
slashing.
disadvantage, right?
It was not. Good remembering. 9.
He's testing his players.
It does not hit.
Yeah, so it just lunges out with its claws, and you just ignore it, and off you go.
So Darius is basically like across the battlefield, and he's gonna get there, and you're gonna see this really serious look on his face. He's actually gonna take the shield, put it on his back, and you're gonna see the apparatus that he forms on his wrist start to form up, and the hilt is gonna extend down. He's gonna grab it with 2 hands, and it's gonna jut up like a huge blade is gonna come out. So I'm shifting my blade to the 2-handed column.
Okay, gotcha.
And I am going to swing down on Iraq, assuming he is ground level still, right?
He is, yes.
Okay. That'll be 20, dirty 20 to hit. Or 21, sorry.
21 would hit.
Okay. Oh, fuck yes. So that's 1d12 plus 4 plus what? I'm just going to click this so I can see it. Plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so that'll be 16 damage.
16 damage. How do you want to do this?
Hell yes!
Hey.
So, already what I said, like, you see the blade come up, and, like, he's doing this while he's running, and then he jumps up, like, full on, like, ah! And it just comes down and completely, like, bisects him straight down the middle.
Awesome. You guys all have a visual of this as you see Darius almost like just a blur right over, and as he leaps into the air. And as he forms this and coming down on top, you all see this, almost this image form over him of this hulking beast with wings, horns pointing up, this massive sword. As he... You see it just bisect Iraq as it just splits him in two as this black sludge just flies out either side as his bisected body lands in the bloodied water and slowly floats northwards. Iraq is destroyed.
2 times the charm.
Hopefully. That was my max movement. I have a bonus action. My health is fine. Can I see anyone? Huh?
To activate the boots is a bonus action? No?
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, I'm good then. Yeah.
All right. As you land from this attack, you can see this thing kind of feeding these purple energy now, almost fully inserted into this thing. You can see it latching on to the inside parts of the tree. This purple black energy is staying in there and being fed. And now there's almost a constant stream. It almost like you can't see the flakes anymore. It's almost like a beam of energy that's coming from these 2 spheres, shooting inside the interior of the tree. And that is all that the entity is going to do. If you could roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Me?
Yes.
And a 1d4 too.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's see if I even need it, but
Mhm.
so it'll be 15 plus 1, 16.
16, okay. So you take half, so 3 points of lightning damage as this,
Alright.
this purple kind of wave goes out.
Cool.
You guys can see now the tree is almost irradiating this purple black energy. It seems to be like soaking almost through the vines and the breaks that the tree has. You see this energy just kind of almost like smoke coming out of the back of it. Atlas, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to zoom over here. I'm going to cast command on this thing here.
Okay.
I'm gonna command it to flee.
Okay. So you issue your command, you reach out and command it to flee, and it does not react. You don't know if it didn't hear you, if your spell didn't take effect. There seems to be no reaction from this entity.
Okay. Do I get to know if it rolled anything?
Yeah, I rolled for it.
Okay. So you like a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Roll an insight.
Okay.
For your bonus action.
Insight is a 19.
19. Okay. So as you let loose the spell and you're fairly confident you've executed this perfection, you can almost feel it take hold but dissipate. Almost like the magic couldn't penetrate whatever this entity is.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I will I'll cast Healing Word on good old Mastos here.
You can't. It's not a cantrip. You already cast a spell.
What? It's a bonus action.
I know, but it's a spell. Like you can only cast a spell and a cantrip, even if it's an action or a
okay.
bonus action.
Oh,
It's
Is Mastos even hurt?
I don't know. Didn't he just get like killed?
You muted him.
Lapidus did.
he looks
Oh.
a little.
Back
He
there.
looks a little hurt. He doesn't look gravely injured. But he looks a little hurt.
But-
Little scratches.
But Filbert is also,
yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't cast it anyway, so.
My GM sucks.
Okay. Am I close enough to shove a healing potion down their throat?
That's well. So you can do something as a bonus. So you're casting command with an action. So if you can drink a potion by yourself as a bonus action, but to feed it to somebody, that would be an action.
Okay. Can I give them a healing potion?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, could I give Filbert a healing potion?
Will that work?
Put it on him.
I don't
Like,
know.
He's not conscious, right? So he's just.
Oh,
laying
he's
in a
not
heap.
conscious. I thought, oh, right. He's not conscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck's sakes. Can I mulligan? Mulligan. His turn. Okay, I'll just go stab this guy with this thing here.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
Fuck this
All right.
game.
Stabby stab. You just kept
19.
like everybody up alive. Did a shit ton of damage to Rack. You're like, fuck this game. Sorry, what was the attack?
19 to hit.
19. Yeah, that hits.
All while hiding his bandana because he thought that's what he was here for.
6 plus 4, 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, interesting.
No, I just hate planning out a turn, but not remembering like the little details of how shit goes, and it's like, oh, I can't do anything that I just tried to do.
Yeah.
Hmm,
No, I get
It's my fault. It's frustrating.
it is, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
it. All right. Scalpel stabs this thing in the throat as it's trying to like hold it back with the bow, having no effect because it's not physically there.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else
That's
for you?
it. I will use whatever movement I have left to go fuck myself.
You guys watch Atlas as he bends over. The hatch opens.
I'll move over to Mr. Lapidus, I guess, or no, whatever the other guy's name is.
Duranic?
Duranic, that's it. That's it.
All right. As this battle continues, guys, you can still hear small explosions and like clashing to your east where you came from, but you also hear activity to your west. Far away, but you hear a lot of battle activity to your west as well, echoing throughout the dome. All right, Jak, you're up.
Jak is going to run to the edge of this rock, and he is going to take aim at this one again, and he's going to take a shot at it.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay, 19 definitely hits.
Excellent work, boys. 7 plus 5. 12 points of piercing damage.
Nice. I was just trying to fend off this spiritual weapon. You take advantage, see the opening, and one arrow goes in. Second arrow on the way.
Yes, sir. 16 on the die, plus 8. 24. Making 4.
Definitely hits.
Another 12 piercing damage.
As the second one hits, it stumbles back a little bit, starts blinking, trying to physically hold its head up. It looks really wounded. Wounded.
How far of a drop is this rock?
40 feet.
Okay. But I could use my zip line to get down as I
As
plummet
a
to the
bonus
ground.
action, you could.
How much fall damage are we looking at?
10 feet is a 1d6. So 46.
Dang. There goes the rule of cool, I guess. Never mind. Just gonna shoot a bolt at it. I guess I'll be lame. 26 to hit, 18 on the die.
All right, that definitely hits.
And that will be 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So Atlas, you have a really good view. You see Jak as he unleashes one bolt, and then he goes to like kind of leap off the edge, and he looks. He just kind of shrugs, and as he walks away, he just lets one loose as he walks towards the other side of the rock. And you see this demon take it in the side of the head and immediately collapse to the ground.
Jak looks down over the rock, and he just kind of shrugs. He's like, "All right, I guess I'll do it." In a few seconds. I was gonna like do a front flip off the rock. I was like, wait a minute, this thing like super high in the air.
Let's add another 10 feet to it. 50 feet drop.
I was like, I'll take the fall, David, if it's like 2d6, but I ain't risking it.
All right, so that's you for your turn.
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right, Filbert is up with a death saving throw. He failed with a 2.
Somebody attack Filbert right now.
Gargoyle. All right, so this thing. Let's see if it's intelligent enough to figure out what's going on. Oh, this thing still flustered, still looking around, trying to attack something. Sees nothing within range. So
Bites itself.
He screams. You hear him just like this blood-curdling scream, and 60 feet radius of this blackness just absorbs any light within the area. Which will be, let me get the little measuring tool here. $60 feet radius. So everybody but Jak and Darius.
You're only at 50 right now.
All right. So everybody is encompassed in this blackness, unable to see
Nice.
as this thing just lets out this scream. In doing so, as the archer getting ready to let loose towards Darius, charging towards the tree, starts looking around, not knowing where he is, just lets 2 arrows fly in the hopes that he hits something. So disadvantage for both attacks. It's a 12, misses.
Roll a d100.
That's an 11, misses. Darius, you just hear 2 things just fly by you in the darkness. And Juranic. You would not leave.
So,
black.
just out of curiosity, did it just go dark or did it like creep outward?
Well, I mean, it creeped outwards, but in an instant, like you could feel this come from behind you.
Okay.
And,
I just wanted to make sure because, like, if it just suddenly went dark everywhere,
Mhm.
I wouldn't know what direction to go. But if I know it came from behind me, I can move forward.
Yeah. Encountering these things before, anyway, you kind of knew about their darkness ability. This seems to be more powerful than what it was before, but you already are aware of that power that they have from the previous engagement. Juranic will. So he's in complete darkness. He would try to get to. Okay, so he's going to feel his way down as he's still spider climbing. Try and get to Mastos. 5, 30. And he's gonna see if he No, not with an 8. So he heads over to where he knows Mastos was, feeling around. Mastos, you can hear somebody near you moving around. And he will stay there for now because he doesn't know what's going on. He's going to hold an action, so if something attacks within his range, he will attack it. Darius, you're up.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to move forward. You can go through people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I should be able to see now, correct?
Yeah.
So just for a note, when you're doing radiuses, you gotta go horizontal or vertical, or Roll20 will mess up the calculations because it's counting squares, but like
Right.
horizontally.
Yeah.
So technically, that I'll leave it on the map, but that is 60 feet radius.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I wasn't in the darkness?
Okay, cool. No, you weren't. You were on the other side of it.
Okay.
I thought
You
that was
wanna
weird 'cause
redo
when
your
I first
attack on
drew
me?
it, and I'm like, everybody but Darius. Then I did it again. I'm like, oh, it is Darius.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he wouldn't have rolled a disadvantage, but
Both of them were.
so first
Low,
roll
right?
was
So-
17, so that would have hit. First one would, the second one wouldn't have. So that's 12 piercing, 6 necrotic.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good. I'm hurting quite a bit.
So he dodges the one arrow. The one arrow hits you, and you manage to dodge the second, as you can just feel that black energy start to seep through you. Your little voice in the back of your head. Don't give up now.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to move forward. I'm not gonna. I am going to look at this thing in front of me,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just kind of the sword on my shoulder, and I'm like, and just like that, and then I spin the sword. You become the punchline, and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay.
Where is it? Wait.
So as you reach out with this magic and you concentrate, remembering the success you had with the gargoyle, trying to get this thing to stop doing what it's doing, and you feel your magic move forwards, but you feel it. You can feel the magical energy just dissipate off this thing.
Interesting. Okay. Well, shit. I am gonna cast Healing Word on myself. I can't do that because I just cast a spell. Never mind. Nope, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. So,
Why'd you sound so evil just saying that?
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah. You're about to kill
so this
somebody.
thing just kind of floating half out of the ground, and these purple orbs feeding in almost like laser beams feeding into this tree. The purple orbs in its hands now leave and slowly float into the interior of the tree. And Darius, as you kind of watch this happen, the tree itself almost looked like it's flickering in and out, being there and not being there. It's starting to kind of flicker and shudder. And for a second, you almost swear you can see this giant armored sword that looks about 15 feet in height, standing just staring through this tree as it flickers in and out. Atlas, you're up.
Okay. Okay. Just rereading everything, making sure I can do everything I want to do.
Also, Darius would have yelled out. I don't know if the darkness stops hearing, but he would have yelled out that they're opening some sort of portal.
Are you yelling? What are you yelling this out loud or just?
I'm yelling, like, yeah, so I'm trying to yell it back to the group because I don't know if they can hear me or not. I can see that it's pitch black behind me, but
Yeah.
I'm just yelling in hopes that they can hear me. Like, there's a portal opening!
All right.
Let's save the day, ATLADs.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you're going to tell me if I ask this question. Okay, I'm going to try casting a... Oh, no, I can't even do that. All right, never mind. I'm going to move up. I'm going to zoom straight over here. I want to get in between it and the tree. Actually, right here in the tree.
Okay.
So I'm still 10 feet off the ground. And I'm going to cast... Sacred Flame on him.
Okay. As you get closer, you can now see what Darius was seeing. This flicker in and out. Only the difference is you recognize this figure that seems to be standing aside from a book that you read.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so Sacred Flame, right?
Sacred Flame. Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I will do that. Come on, baby. 4 and 8.
4
12.
Oh,
Doubled.
okay. You don't know. So this time, as you unleash the magic, you feel no resistance. You feel like it almost like sucks it in, almost absorbs it from you as you kind of unleash it out. And as it does so, the black and purple flames that almost engulf this thing, for a split second they disappear, and yellow and white take over its entire form as it burns away. And as your spell starts to fizzle back down, you see this black and purple smoke, but not as strong as it was before. Looks like you did a lot of damage.
Okay, I'm going to turn to Darius, and I'm just going to wave my hand, and I'm going to cast Healing Word on him. And just,
Okay.
I'm just going to say, give it everything you got. And yes, Healing Word.
Alrighty.
Which is, should know this by now. 3 plus. So 7, 8, 9. So 10 points of healing.
Take it, Darius. Take it
Exactly
good.
50%.
Yeah. And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. Jak, you are up, sir.
Jak is going to double check something. Jak is going to attempt to make his way with great speed by casting Zephyr Strike. So he's going to enhance his movement, and he is going to use his zip line to help rip him. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just to basically rip him across the battlefield into this thing, this entity. And when he makes contact with it, he's basically going to be grabbing it by the face, and he's going to release 2 bolts from his grapple.
Okay.
So he's just
Does
basically...
Take a run, and as you kind of leap up in the ground, let out the grapple hook to the tree as it pulls you forwards, and as you slide down on the ground with wrist up, ready to attack into its face.
Yep, so he'll basically use all of his movement and get right up on it.
Okay.
And then as he connects to its face, the first bolt will go.
Okay, roll attack.
That's an 18 on the die. Why am I like rolling so high for all my attacks? So 26.
Okay, that hits.
And then because of Zephyr Strike, I get an additional 1d8 damage.
Okay.
So first bolt is going to be 9 points of piercing, and then I get a d8 and 4 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then for the second bolt, another 26, another 18 on the die.
That hits.
And then that will be 7 points of piercing damage. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, as you slide forward, you let loose your bolts. You feel the bolts. It has a little resistance as it goes through the face of this thing, but it does fly out the other side as it just slightly slows down and then releases it as it gets to the outside of the back of its head. Seems to have hurt it a little bit.
Gotcha. And I guess I don't know if it would work that way, but no, I guess that'd probably be like all my movement. Okay. I guess yeah, Jak's just like right in front of this thing, basically holding onto it, like he's like holding its face.
Trying to. Your hands are kind of going through it, trying to grasp it.
Gotcha. All right. Then that'll be it.
Alrighty. Filbert, one more death saving throw, and then rolls an 8. 2 death saving throws down. So the gargoyle now. See if he can scramble his way from underneath this pinned down thing. Strength check. Plus. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, not bad. So he uses all his strength and movement to slip out from underneath the
Immovable rod.
Yeah, but cannot go any further. Uses all his. So, seeing you guys attacking, the demon scout at the top of the rock, starting to panic now, but lets loose 2 arrows at the closest person, which would be A.T.L.A.S. See 2 of these strange black arrows shooting towards an 18 and a 19.
Miss and a hit.
All right, so 10 piercing and 4 necrotic.
Yipe.
Okay.
And then after doing that, he will he jumps down the rock and runs right into the entity. And as he does, you see his flesh dissipate and disappear into the entity.
Great heavens.
Okay, they're feeding the thing. Not good.
As he does so, you see 2 more spheres appear in its hands, and flakes of energy start to feed back into the tree.
Fuck.
Duranek's turn. So he.
So I left turn order when Lapidus went, and it's actually my turn. I changed it. I'm 16, so I should have
Okay.
went before Filbert, but it's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I will go before Duranic.
I'll put the gargoyle back. 5 feet. There you go.
I will.
Just in case, can make a difference.
I will call out. I know you can hear, or I don't know if you can hear me or not. If you can hear me, you won't hear me. Well, you will, but you'll hear me howl. And
You'll hear
I
right behind you.
will.
I'm right here behind you. What do we do?
you're the key. You must stay safe. They
But
need you,
I'll stay back.
and if not, just kill what you can.
I like the sound of that.
And so I did send you a message in Discord, and this would pertain to.
So you don't need. Yeah, if you're wild shaping into something, you would become that size. You can't like double up on it.
Yeah.
If that's
Okay.
what your question was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that's over for that. But I was still wild shape into a direwolf.
If you say a mouse, I'm gonna lose it.
Bye.
All right.
Run up the leg of this thing. And I already rolled my hit points for it, so I'm gonna keep those. I rolled pretty damn well. I was like, "Ow,
All right. So we'll give you a wolf token.
yay!"
It makes me think of Oriole.
Sorry, just to clarify, because I know we talked about me being only one to heal Filbert. Can someone stabilize him, or does that have to be me as well?
Yeah. No. Stabilize is. Yeah. Anybody could stabilize them. It's just
Okay.
healing.
I did not know that.
I didn't know if we were having another Jack in the elevator moment, or if we were,
Bruh.
or if there was some confusion.
But before I
To be fair, you also left him in there, so you were Jack in the elevator this time.
and
well,
All right.
no.
Let's move forwards. Let's not bring up
Yeah.
old pains and hurts.
can I just add to the message to Duranic that help our little friend. He's
Yeah.
beside me.
Before
the
you wild
ground.
shape, you let this go as you're shaping in, and the last part of it comes on the ground.
And I will move yonder. Bloop bloop. Because I can move 50 feet.
Okay.
So 50 feet I go. And oh, my leg. I will do a bite attack. Oh, my leg. On it.
All right. Bite attack away.
That is 17.
So close. Misses.
And that's my attack.
So as you just lunge forward, try to take a bite of it, your teeth just feels like it's just biting.
Oh,
through
you have a
smoke.
+4, right?
Oh, you know what?
D4?
Yeah,
Oh.
that would carry
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
We'll,
hold
we'll
on.
allow it.
Yay!
Tell me it's a
21.
one. Tell me it's a
I
one.
think
Ah,
any,
dang
I
it.
think
It was
any-
4. It was a 4.
All right. You hit.
21.
Cleric's OP.
And you have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, it's 2d6. I gotta change my dice up now.
So it fails your strength saving throw.
It failed. It is knocked prone.
Oh yes.
Okay. It's
Uh,
It's in half in the ground.
And 15 damage. I rolled
15
max damage.
All right.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s.
All right. So as you go to bite and you feel the smoke kind of dissipating throughout the teeth, you just turn just for a second and lunge upwards as you seem to grasp some sort of physicality within its chest. Manage to sink your teeth in, doing some damage. This thing slowly just moves about a foot down lower as you see its torso still just kind of erupting out of the ground, holding these 2 orbs. Doesn't seem to wince or be affected too much reactionary wise of your attack. Anything else for you? Take that as a no.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dranik having his instructions, he reaches down to Filbert with all 4 of his hands.
Nice. Cradle that little beauty.
Dranik reaches down. None of you see anything that happens.
Okay.
Filbert is dead.
But he is going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, half speed.
You good?
Okay.
Okay.
Darius, you are up.
All right. Down you go, Kimmy. Sorry. All right. So I'm gonna take the sword off my shoulder and kind of like let it hit like behind me, hit the ground, and I'm gonna start running towards it with the sword dragging across the ground, and I'm gonna attack. I get advantage, right?
Yeah, you're flanking out.
If Darius last shot's another big bad guy.
Hey, it's a pretty good feeling, guys. Come on, let him have it.
Yeah. Jack got all of them. Let me get some. Okay.
I'm just happy to deal damage.
You ready? Natural fucking 20, baby!
You had me worried, actually.
All right, what damage you got?
Oh, and I rolled a 12. So 24 plus 4 plus 1, 29 damage.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, Jak Nara, she's... You all see this, I guess. Dragging this massive sword behind him, and just as he reaches, almost looks like it just slices this thing in half as it kind of pulls itself back together again, still holding these spheres out. But you see this deep, dark purple energy that was not there before, rippling and rushing through up and down its middle. Look, it's hurt it pretty
Is
good.
this a void elemental?
I don't know. But, cool looking. Almost said ugly.
Any? Does anyone look hurt?
Alice
You?
looks pretty hurt.
Yeah.
I'm at
You look over,
I'm
you
at
see a few
50%.
dents, a few little
Oh, yeah.
cracks.
Yeah, I'm not in my best shape.
Jack looks about pretty like midway, halfway decent.
Yeah, I'm about the same. All right. I will. I am going to turn to Atlas after that insane attack and just be like, the melody of your life is not finished yet. Let's play another verse, and I will heal him at level 2.
What are we singing?
So that is. Oh wait, I get to roll 2. So 8 health you get back.
What a great song.
Awesome. Anything else for you, Darius?
That'll be all.
Okay. So, the entity, you guys all stand around it. For the first time, closes its hands. And the spheres seem to be within the hand, but you can see the outlines of it. But the energy going from it to the tree stops for a brief second. And as it opens the palms again, this black electrified smoke reaches out in a 20-foot radius around it. I need everybody to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
Intelligence?
Intelligence saving
Ooh.
throw.
Ooh. Ooh. Um.
14.
17, I think. No, 18.
10.
Uh,
Oh, do we get to add the D4 to it?
Yeah.
oh yeah, saving
yeah.
throw. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Do I still have my bardic inspiration
This
thing?
is
or do I
actually
use
should
it?
be the last round, I believe, for the bless.
Yeah, 10 rounds, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
18. Now I rolled a 4.
19 total.
19,
I got 13.
13.
18 for Jack.
So with bless.
Direwolf stats, yeah.
So with bless.
Yeah.
I rolled a -1. I rolled a nat 1, a 1 on the bless, and I have -3 as a dire wolf.
I like that.
You are
Sorry, I have
dumb.
-4. I am -2 right now.
Wouldn't that be -3?
No, because I'm.
Anyways,
All right, nat 1 plus 1. Right? Yeah.
You failed.
so Darius and Mastos, you both take 25 psychic damage. As this wave comes out, you feel this almost like 1,000 people screaming in your mind as
Wait,
the smoke goes past
is-
you.
This is a spell save, right?
Yes. Or well, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Through.
Is it against a spell?
Against the spell, yeah.
Okay. That changes things.
So Darius, you take 26. Atlas and Jak, you both take
No,
13.
it doesn't. I fail.
13.
Is there any visual effect to this spell
Yeah, you do see this
other
kind
than the
of
smoke?
black purple smoke, almost like lightning stretching throughout it. Just happens for a few seconds as it kind of radiates out and then dissipates.
Darius is just like coughing, and then it like just starts like puking up blood.
You see it
The
splatter.
spell doesn't happen to be fire or poison, does it?
It does not.
Get the side.
I too cough up blood.
I thought it was
I'm
going to be
not
lightning
doing so
damage.
great.
I thought it was going to be lightning damage. I was like, easy. It was
Ruh-roh.
So as this happens, it opens up its palms again to uncover the spheres. Atlas, you're up.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay, roll damage.
Six. That was off the board. That's 11. Yeah, just 11.
Okay.
It's not plus anything. Do I add anything to it?
Not for Sacred Flame.
No. So just 11.
I put myself back on initiative.
Okay, I
again.
see
I'm-
that.
I'm like, oh yeah.
So yeah, you're down there. So yeah, let's just you kind of focus in, grab your sparrow amulet, and it sparks up underneath them. You focus in on that wound that you've seen Darius create right up the center of this thing, and the white fire just burns up the center of this, spreading outwards. Flames just flickering down the front and back of it as it holds steady, just stares straight ahead. But looks like you did a lot of damage.
Okay.
The smoke on this thing is just feathering off at the edges now, and these orbs are flickering.
Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna fly up. So I'm gonna move. Is there anything else on the map here? No. I'm gonna move about 20 feet up in the air and 30 feet away.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. I think I have. I'm gonna cast. No, I'm not. I'm gonna drink a healing potion. I'm gonna drink my regular healing potion.
Okay. 2d4 plus
4, 2, 6. So 8 points of healing.
2. Ooh.
2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that will be it for my turn. That's my action.
Alrighty. Mr. Jak Nara.
Jack is going to kind of look at this beast, look over at Darius, and he's going to put his hand on Darius's shoulder, and he's going to say, "I'm going to need you to do that again." And when he says that, he is going to cure wounds him.
Ooh. Nice.
I'll just roll this dice again. Stand by. And you will get back 15 points
Hell yeah.
of healing. Because I
Very-
upcasted that bad boy.
His turns. You just hear. Oh, thank you.
And then he's just going to kind of like pat him on the shoulder. Keep it together. And then for his bonus action, he is going to pull up his handgun, and he is going to transfer his hunter's mark onto this thing, and then that'll be it.
Okay. All right. Masked Wolf, you're up.
I like that. I will use a bonus action. Am I able to use the necklace in wild shape? You said I could, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I will expend 1 to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I just had my 2d8s right here. And it is at level 2d8s or 2d6s? 2d8s. 8 plus 3, so 11 points of healing to myself. And I will go for a bite on Mr. Jerky Pants. Oh man, thankfully I had advantage. Because I rolled another nat 1. Just rolling nat 1s all night. Sorry, what's the attack? I'm looking at the wrong one. Attack plus 5. Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
I will go with 2d6 right there. Get out of here, dice. So many dice right there. Oh man, that is like savagely low. 5, 6 damage altogether. 6 piercing. Magical piercing damage. Remember.
I know.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
And strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh, look, he fails.
Oh, knocked prone still.
He stays where he is. If he is a
And I believe that can be my turn.
Okay.
I'll just bark.
Yeah. Yeah, you dash in. You kind of remember roughly where you were able to kind of get purchased before, and you kind of lash in, get a little bit of damage in there. Yeah. Let out a few barks. Filbert's turn. So the gargoyle is up. So it did move 5 feet last time. So it will start to travel forwards towards its goal. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. I can't do anything else. It will stay there for now. So Dronic in the blackness. You guys can't really see what's happening, but well, what will happen will happen.
Hot.
Okay, Darius, you're up.
Okay, I will swing with the Soul Seeker again.
As you get ready to swing, you notice the blackness behind you dissipates. Atlas, if you can take your radius off now for us. Thank you for that.
Yep. No problem. Happy to help.
As you kind of catch the corner of your eye, you can see Duranic just pummeling into this gargoyle that is right beside him, and Filbert looks unconscious, but not. Don't think he's
Dire
dead,
need.
but it's kind of hard to tell.
R.I.P.
Okay, I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So yeah, you definitely hit Jak.
What?
Eh?
I'm just kidding.
Thanks for the heal. Just,
I didn't ask for that. Bam.
it's like 29 damage. I was like, oh lord.
No, that's only if I crit. I'm not that powerful in regular. Definitely not this time. 7 damage.
Okay, 7 damage. You see
wait.
the
Hold on. Let me just roll again because it's he's still prone, right?
Oh, you're also flanking. So
I only
advantage
get one
regardless.
advantage, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you have 3.
Oh, it was a 19.
So you find the white searing burn that is still radiating from when Atlas hit it. And you kind of hone on and you lift your massive two sword. You got it sort of right through, again reopening. This thing separating on the white burn. And as it comes together, you look at it and it doesn't look like the entity can pull itself together. It seems to be just hanging in almost a stasis. You can see right through the center of this thing and see Mastos on the other side as it's barely hanging its life together.
Someone get the finishing blow. Don't let it open the portal.
Anything else for you, Darius?
I guess I'll heal myself. No, you know what? Nope. I don't have I have spells, but I want to save them for critical moments. So.
Yeah. Sorry.
What?
Nothing. I forgot something and I remembered myself, so we're good.
Okay, that's it
All
for
right.
me.
That's it for you. Okay. So, as this battle is going on, Atlas, you would get a view. Roll a perception, sorry, Atlas. You have a good view up in the air right now.
13.
13? Okay. As you're up, you can see, as you were flying over towards that kind of northwesterly area, you can see in the west, you can kind of see the trees shuffling a little bit. You can still hear these kind of pops and some flashes, but it seems to be dying down. And as you kind of like pivot and look towards the east and watch down as this battle's taking effect, you can hear, again, kind of more little pops and explosions from the east. But you see a small black figure up in the air. Looks to be a bat coming towards from the eastern area, coming towards into the area. It's still quite a ways out. It's just to the edge of where you can see on this map, but it is flying towards you guys.
Okay.
As you see that, the shadow entity again closes its hands tight, and you all see this wave go out yet again. as this black purple smoke stretches outwards. Good. Everybody roll an intelligence. Wait, hold on. I think Atlas might be out of range.
It should be.
Yeah, because you're in the air too.
Yep.
So Mastos, yeah, the other 3.
12.
Ooh,
12
good roll, good roll.
Mastos, you take. That's big rolls. 20. You take 34 psychic damage.
Oh!
17 on the die plus 1, 18.
Okay, you take
you can-
17. But psychic
Dang it,
damage.
that's how many hit points I have.
You can go and take Wolf Most off the screen now. And, bring me back.
I rolled a 15.
Jak immediately just falls to the ground.
34 psychic damage.
Darius also falls to the ground.
Oh my god!
So Atlas, as you're watching down, you see this wave go out. You just see one after another. They all hit the ground. As Mass Wolf Los dissolves into the ground, you see the fur fall off as Mastos stands up to see his 2 friends laying unconscious on the other side of this entity that is flickering and barely pulling itself together as it opens its hands again in the Saphir's light. And it is your turn.
Okay.
Corey, is your spiritual weapon still just sitting over here? Has it been there this whole time? Why didn't you move it?
He's been using
Because
his
I
bonus
can't.
actions.
I've been using my bonus actions.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to yell to Filbert to get Jak out of there.
As far as you know, Filbert's unconscious.
Oh, right. Okay. As far as I know. Okay. I see Dranic.
Yeah, the blackness is now gone. You have, like, from your position in the sky, you have full view of the battle area right now.
Okay. How does Dranic look? Does he look like he's doing okay?
Yeah, he looks healthy. He looks confident. He's been pummeling into this gargoyle, which looks pretty bloodied.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell to him to get Jak out of there.
All right, I'm on it.
And then I'm going to cast. Fuck sakes. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at level 3 on Darius.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of healing.
Just got all my health back.
Damn.
Yeah. And then I'm going to look at this, whatever the demon thing this is. Do I still see the flickering in the tree?
Yep.
Yeah. I just kind of look at the flicker image of the demon there, and I just go,
Hi. Not welcome.
and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the demon.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Ah. So I just okay, so he was that low. Damn, I wanted to roll that one.
You want me to
I
take
just
a screenshot of how low he is?
No. I'm rolling anyways. 3 and 2. Yeah, I like literally look at the demon through the tree, and then I just say what I said, and like, you're not welcome, and I'm going to essentially reach to my chest with my symbol, and I'm gonna like cruddle up into like a little ball, like I'm crunching in, and I'm just like expanding a beam of pure light that's gonna shoot almost like a Iron Man arc reactor beam out of his chest into this demon, and you can
Care
take
Bear's
it up from there. Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, Darius, as you kind of you just gain your breath. Mastos looking around. You guys see Atlas as he scrunches down, as he just unleashes. You see the symbol of Sparrow attached to the middle of his chest as this white beam of energy just shoots right down towards this entity, hitting dead center of the separation between its body as this white crackling, almost lightning starts spreading throughout. Black, purple, lightning style energy irradiates from this thing. This time, no screams in your head. This time, the energy dissipates. And as you all look at the tree, and sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, as the beam like dissipates out of my chest, my rocket boots flicker off, and I just fall to the ground on my back. No,
As it goes
no
off.
reality. Yeah, no.
Yeah. As the last piece of this beam penetrates, you see Atlas fall from the sky. As this thing dissipates, and as you look at the tree, and the flickering stops, but this purple energy within inside seems to continue. The black purple smoke seeping through the gaps in the tree as the entity is destroyed.
Very
Jak,
Do I take any damage? I was 20
you're
feet up.
30. You're 20 feet up. Yeah, so you take.
No,
Oh,
I was 10 feet up. 10 feet up because I did. No, I did go up another 10 feet. I'm 20 feet.
Yeah. So you take 6, which is 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Clang, clang, clang.
Hello.
Mr. Jak Nara, death saving throw, please.
A death saving throw is en route.
Don't fail, don't fail, don't fail.
If
Why,
I
you
roll a
still get
20, do I just come back up?
With 1 HP, yeah.
I'm coming back up.
For real?
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I was like,
Oh,
wait a
boy.
minute. I was like, 20's good, right?
Wow. As you, as you
That's
kind of like,
hilarious.
you feel the light leaving your body, and you start to fade into blackness, and you just hear a female voice. Don't think it's time to go yet. I don't think it's time. And you just push through, and you almost like swimming and pulling yourself through the darkness to this small piece of white light. You pull yourself. You open your eyes, and you're now awake.
Excellent. Can Jak use his movement to stand up?
No, that's your entire roll.
All right. Excellent.
Sure.
I'll take it.
die.
All
That's
right,
cool.
Mastos, you are up.
I am going to see the gargoyle over yonder, targeting Duranic and my boy Filbert now. We've been through it. And I am going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Ooh, damn.
That's my last spell slot for 3.
All right. He is going to John save. This is the worst gargoyle that has ever been spawned in the Shadow Realm. He rolled a 5. So,
He's fried.
go ahead and roll all of the damage.
Okay, okay. Okay. And then... Oh, that's not bad. 22.
22 damage. Okay.
Yep.
So I see Duranic is like punching at it, and the last punch, he's like, I think I've got this one. And as the last, his fist kind of connects with its chin, your movement completely dissipates this thing as his fist just goes through, and he kind of spins a little bit, looking around as he completely dissolves and is deceased.
That's awesome.
Anything else for your turn?
That's a spell. Oh yeah, no, yeah, good berry. Oh, yeah, good berries is a spell too. Can't be feeding them to Jay. Can I stabilize as a bonus action?
So Jak, you look over to Jak, you see he has regained
Nobody's down.
consciousness.
I thought you were down.
Darius
No, Corey healed
received
me.
heals from
Oh,
A.T.L.A.S.
then yeah, then
I just walk up to the tree. Is it still purpley at all?
So roll a perception.
Oh, that's 17, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So the interior of this, where you've seen it before, was kind of like the dark wood. This is now encased in this black and purple energy that is now stuck inside, and you see it almost pulsing, reverberating, and then this black and purple smoke still oozing through the other side of the tree. And it's no longer flickering. You don't see any entity standing on the other side, but you can see this thing pulsing like it's still active, whatever this thing is that's inside.
I don't think we should keep this tree standing anymore.
How do we destroy it? We couldn't before.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's not my turn.
Okay. So, Gilbert is there. So, Juranic, you yelled over to help Jak, so he will do so. 10, 15, 20, 30. So, you guys watch as Juranic runs over, sprints over, and you watch as he leaps in the air down towards Jak with all 4 fists. And Jak, you see Juranic coming down with all 4 fists. These fists moving impossibly fast. And as he lands on your chest, you feel these vibrations throughout your body, and you cough as you see your wounds start to heal up, and you receive 21 points of healing. You look at his hands, you see this green glow from each one of his fists as he pulls back.
I'll take it. Don't beat me up, bro.
All right, is it done? Is it over? Darius, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna look at Jak and be like, "You drop faster than a coin in my rigged tavern game," and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him at level 3. 12 points of healing.
Excellent work, boys. Excellent work.
And then I am going to approach the tree, and I want to try and stab it with the sword to see if the purple energy reacts with the weapon.
Okay. You push in your sword, seeing if you get the same reaction as you did last time, and you do. It seems impenetrable. No matter how hard you push, it doesn't seem to go through whatever this now purple energy is. It feels like it did before when you tried to damage it. It doesn't peel off like the black dust did. It just sticks into the...
Just there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Juranic and be like, any idea how to get rid of this thing?
I don't know. And then anything else for your turn?
Nope.
So as you walk over and you start to do this, Mastos, this sickening feeling inside, it hasn't left you. For this kind of second half of this fight, you're feeling like you've wanted to vomit this entire time. Just everything inside you just seems turned around and not right and wrong. You can almost feel the pain of the entirety of the forest surging through you. And as you kind of try to shake this off or focus on it and try to figure out what this is, you see one small red lake of energy drift out of your pack and float towards the tree. And as this happens, you all see a bat flying into the area. It's now about 30 or 40 feet out, flying towards you all from the east. Atlas, it's your turn.
Okay. Would I have landed on my feet or am I prone?
You won't be prone, no.
Yeah.
You weren't that far up.
Yeah, I just want to do I see this bat still?
Yep. Yep.
And where is it right now?
It's About there, about 25 feet southeast of the tree.
Okay, and it's flying towards the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna. Do I see Filbert? He's just laying there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get over to Filbert. Activating my boots again. Does that use is that an action or a bonus action? How does that work?
If you're casting a spell, we'll count it as a bonus action to use your level 1 spell for it. It's not technically a spell, but you're using the energy.
So that counts as casting a spell or not?
No, we'll count it as a cantrip.
Okay.
For the sake of casting spells.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to.
And for
Bonus
that, we'll let you
five.
use it as an action or a bonus action. You can use either one for that particular activation.
Okay. I'm actually just going to. Fuck. Get rid of this. So I could actually just move here. I'm going to be in range. I'm just going to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it at level 2.
Okay.
So 1, 4, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 12, 13 points of healing for
Sorry, 13?
Filbert. 13, yeah, 13 points.
Awesome.
Does he wake up?
Yeah, as you say your magical words and your spirit emblem lights up again, you see Filbert that's kind of raveled up. He starts to unravel and kind of starts moving a little bit again. And then you see him disappear into the ground. But he looked alive
Okay.
and healthy.
Okay. Random. Have I ever seen him do that before?
You have not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I see any trace of him?
No, you see him just almost absorb himself into the ground.
Okay. All right. So, cool. So I won't tell him to do anything.
You can still yell out what you want him to do.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell at him to hold that bat. That's yeah. And I'm gonna cast. How big's the bat? Tiny.
Yeah, it's a tiny, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Rocket Hand. I'm gonna try to grab it.
Okay, go ahead.
So what?
So how
what
far
was
can
it?
you cast it? 60 feet?
That's, yeah.
30 feet in the air. We'll
sorry,
say you
it's-
can get it there, but trying to grab it would be...
It's 30 feet. What I can cast it.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna cast it out, and I'm gonna leave it floating near the tree. Can it hold an action?
No.
Fuck. All right. So then I won't do that. Okay, I'll hit it with my rocket scalpel.
Okay, so you fly a rocket scalpel up and take a swing at
Yeah.
the bat.
Yeah. And I just yell out,
Sorry if you're friendly.
and yeah, I'll roll a fucking natural 20.
Natural. Roll damage.
I'm so
I'm so sorry. My hand's been really bored.
shit. The 1d8. I'll just roll it from here. It's easier. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Oh, 20 points of piercing damage.
oh my
20
god.
So as your rocket scalpel goes up, As you kind of try to aim the body shot it, the rocket scalpel is off just a little bit, and you sever right through the neck of the bat. And the head of the bat flies forward as the body starts to drop. And as it does, it's the form unshifts. Ah! You see Arisus as he falls 30 feet to the ground, taking bludgeoning damage as he lands on a heap on the ground.
Oh, hey! Welcome!
He does not currently acknowledge.
Well, you don't come in unannounced, bitch.
Jak, you're up.
Is there stuff still alive? Am I like?
You're still in an initiative order.
Okay.
There's a crisis afoot.
So Jak, what are you up to?
Jak will, from his back, do a little hoppity, the cool whatever that move is called, where you flip from your back up on his
A
feet.
backflip?
A backflip, sure, I guess. And kind of feel himself for a second, and touch his temples from that sidekick attack, and then he's gonna look to Darius, and he's gonna say, "Well, you fall like a rabbit that I shot." And then he's gonna hold his hand on him, and he's gonna heal him for. He's gonna cast Healing Word on him as well. We're all just healing each other and or cure wounds. Sorry. And ooh, I rolled an 8. So he'll get 10 points of damage or 10 points of healing.
Nice. Nice.
Darius just smirks and he's like, "We'll work on it."
And Jak's gonna be like, "Okay, I know this guy. I've met this guy. Tree's still glowy. Are we going to the next fight?" As he hears screaming and explosions off in the distance. I don't really think we have time to get a rest in right now.
So, anything else for your like bonus action or anything?
Nope.
Okay. As you call this out, you guys all hear Mastos from his heap in the ground. It's already the portal. It's already started. It must be completed, or they can keep coming. Mastos, you're up.
I am going to reach into my bag and slowly pull out the seed and look down at it.
Okay. As you open the bag, as soon as you do, you start to see more and more flakes of energy start spilling out from the seed. And as you lift it out, it starts surging, and these red flakes of energy start peeling and sticking to the inside of this. And as you stand a little bit closer, all three of you start to feel this tug in your chest as Mastos reaches forwards. Do you all give in to this tug, or does anybody resist this tug?
I resistfully give in, so like I'm kind of like holding myself back, but letting it pull me forward.
Okay.
She said.
Jak? It doesn't feel, it feels like a warm tug, like back on that boat when you wanted to go to sleep, that warm kind of cozy energy.
I guess.
Allow me to warm tug you, Jak.
Okay.
I guess,
It's
yeah,
nice
Mastos, if it's Mastos, he's more willing, but if it would have been Lapidus, he'd probably resist, so he'll let
Alice?
Jak refuses to think that Lapidus could beat him in a fight.
I'm being tugged towards the tree.
Yeah, you
Is that what
can
I feel?
you're not your whole body, you just feel this pull within your chest. Back when you were experimenting in the tavern, you remember this feeling when he did pull at the seed, and you feel this warmth and this kind of pull towards it.
Yeah, I'll let it. Yeah.
Okay. So, Mastos, as you reach out and you push the seed, and all of a sudden, it feels like it's leaving your hand for a second, and it floats about 2 inches in front of your hand as you're trying to almost grasp it. And all three of you, this pull from your chest becomes overwhelming, and you feel yourselves, and the energy streams out of your chests in towards the seed, and it focuses into the tree, and this purple black substance inside almost small explosions start to break away as this red sealing glow now encases the inside. And we'll leave it there.
I fucking knew it.
It's
All
like
right.
the true power of friendship right there.
Next week we resume right here with everybody at a higher level than they
Yes,
were
finally!
previously.
Yay!
yeah, yeah.
Hooray!
Heal in the
Life form
forest.
unlocked.
Only
Awesome.
took 30 episodes.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this session. A lot of combat. You guys did amazing. So we'll see what's happening with this red glowing inside of the tree next session. See you next Tuesday, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you next Tuesday.
I'm leveling up right now, gentlemen.
yeah.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the ATLADs march towards the line.